Hi.
How are you?
All right. How about you?
Good, thank you. Yo no escucho nada. John.
Gracias.
This is for you.
When what you value and dream about doesn't match the life you are living, you have pain, said Shannon Alder. Welcome to tonight's session of Toastmasters. Tonight is the White English, and we had a few changes yesterday, so this is going to be a more relaxed session for everybody. I hope. So my name is Alfredo Perez, and I'm the official of Assembly. We start our meeting not very punctually at 7:07. And let me read the club mission for everybody. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. The word of the day, well, you will listen about it, but it's punctual. And let me introduce our president, Joel Morando, whom I give the word.
Leadership is not a position or a title. It's action and example. Welcome everyone, welcome guests, welcome members to this new meeting in English. Remember, we have meetings in Spanish and English. That's because this club is a bilingual club. One of, I don't think so, I don't remember how many clubs bilinguals are in Mexico, but we are one of many. This session will be very interesting because we don't have speakers today. So most of the time we will use it to several topics. So we all have the opportunity to participate. As I said, the leadership is the example. So thank you very much to be punctual as the word today. And now I'm glad to present to introduce you the Toastmaster of the day. He will lead all the meeting, and he's a new member, but is very impressive the growth that Alfredo is going to have in this club. Before we start, I would like to present our guest. Erika, this is the second time you are participating here, right?
Yeah.
Could you please introduce yourself and explain to us why you are here? Please.
Hi, my name is Erika Alamos. I am here because somebody talked about this group. I have always been very shy. At school, when I had to speak in front of my class or a teacher asked me for a question, my face would be red like a tomato. And it was very difficult, and then over time I overcame that a little bit. But I need this. I need to know how to speak in front of people. I am a nutritionist, and I may, I may have meetings for diabetes, different people to teach them about things like that. So I really need to work on that fear, and yeah, I'm good. So,
Thank you.
okay. And my boss told me about it, Thomas Hillier.
Okay, I know him.
And yeah, he told me to say hi to you.
Thank you. I have bad news. You will never overcome the shyness to be in front of people.
Okay.
We only can handle that. We just control the nervous, the shyness, but it's important to be here to practice. Okay, let's welcome to Alfredo Perez as Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, the topic, not of the day, but of the session, organizing your lives. And it's something that it's very, very personal lately for me, because you know, there are those times when you think you are lost and you're like, what the hell am I doing? I'm sorry for my French, with my life, or why can I achieve things that I would like to achieve? Why nothing is changing? Why am I not reaching the goals I would like to see? So just as Winston Churchill said, fail to plan, plan to fail. So I also want to share something really small. The first thing to do to organize your lives is to put in your head a vision of what you want to be, where you want to go, when you want to do it, and how you're going to get there. So those are the first thing to do. Forget about calendars and everything. Is what do I want? And once you realize what you want, know what my neighbor wants. No, I don't want a car to impress anybody. Will that car make me happy? Me, not because I'm showing off to my neighbor, it's because it's helping me commute, or it's going to be part of my life somehow that will make me better. If that is so, then you're on the right way. But if it's something that you want to prove others, then probably you are not living your life, you're trying to live others' life. So let's go to a funner part, and let me introduce Let me introduce the team for today. So for the general evaluator tonight, we have Alejandra Oregel. And Alejandra Oregel, can you talk about your role and also present your team, please?
Yes. Toastmasters members, for today I will take notes about all the meeting, about the comments that we can improve in our next meetings. Principal, I want to talk again about the punctual. This is an interesting team for today, for all of us, because Toastmasters is not just how we grow on the how be a great speaker. It's all the environment for us and how we grow with Toastmasters. And these comments on the end of the meeting is just for help to us, everyone. On this kind of, what can I say? In these notes, please, if you have any comment for all the speakers that we have today, because today is a different meeting, we have a special table topics today. And please, if you have any comments for the speaker, if you like, or you want to make a comment for how he can grow on his Toastmaster way, please let us know and let us know today. For my team, today we have a Toastmaster for the role the out counter, Cynthia Jimenez. Cynthia Jimenez, would you explain to us your role today?
Well, my role tonight is counting the numbers of as, ums, or word fillers. For example, and, so, and others that are used by the speakers. Words that are repeated, crutch sounds, and pauses that are not necessarily part of the sentence. I return the control of the meeting to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Cynthia. For the next one on my team is Maureen Jones. Maureen Jones is going to help to us to the perfect use of the grammatic on English, because we are a bilingual club.
Thank you.
Maureen, could you tell us your role today?
The role of today is to have a word of the day. It helps increase our vocabulary in English. Punctual means being on time. It's an adjective out of the word punctual comes the noun punctuality, and in Spanish that's puntualidad. And punctually is the adverb that describes movement, puntualmente. Example sentences are, it's great how our club sessions are punctual. Or, I value punctuality, especially when I travel. I've learned to be on time for airplanes. They won't leave without me if I'm on time. The other part of my role is to listen to and help with the correct use of the English language and help us to be better communicators. And using language that communicates the idea that we want to communicate. For example, I help point out sentences where people use the singular verb and a plural noun. That's not helpful to communication. For example, no one in the choir sings better than her. It should be no one in the choir sings better than she. And native English speakers don't really know that very well. I'll write down every time someone uses the word of the day, so you will be recognized at the end of the session for increasing your vocabulary.
The next one on my team is Marisa Urrutia. Could you talk to us about your role today?
Yes. My role is to take the time. So in order of table topics, that is 2 minutes, we will see we are in the front. At minute, the color green, minute and a half color yellow, and when there is 2 minutes, there is a red light. Then you have 30 seconds in order to finish. If you are 31 seconds, you are non-qualified. If it's green, you are qualified. If it's less than a minute, you are not qualified. Then we have four prepared speeches.
Just for today, we don't have any prepared speech. Just for today,
Yeah.
we have just table topics.
Anyway, we need to know that in the timer, it is 5 minutes green, 6 minutes yellow, and when we have 7 minutes, we have color red, and we have 30 seconds more. But if you are 30 seconds and one more, you are not qualified. That's very important for is the training everyday session for our contest practice. Then the evaluations are color green. Evaluations has to be 3 minutes, so it will be in 2 minutes color green, color yellow is 2 minutes and a half, and 3 minutes color red. And this is the same rule. Always you have 30 seconds, but if you pass 1 second more, you are not qualified. Thank you.
Thank you, Marisa. Next is the most important part of the meeting. Let me introduce to Nora Hernandez and her role. Today it is both counter.
Thank you. Thank you for my function is very punctual because I'm only share 2 ballots, and after the session table topic, I will collect the 2 ballots after the complete of the table topic. It's only my function. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Nora. And just for the other 2 roles that we have this night, let me introduce to our joke master, Marisa Urrutia.
That's a very good thing to do. Laugh is very important in our lives. So, I'm gonna say this in Spanish because it's not an interpretation in English. But although anybody wants to say a joke in English, do you want Ken,
No sé.
Maureen.
I wrote 3 pages, Joyce.
Oh, really? Okay, let us have one.
You want to share one with us?
Sure, let me find
She has
them.
3 pages.
They're lost in here. Here's one. I don't know what's longer, a microwave minute or a treadmill minute.
That's good. That's good. And you have another one, Marisa?
No?
Okay. I really like this. The jokes for starting the meeting. And for being punctual on all the question of today, let me introduce to the quizmaster, Cynthia Jimenez. Quizmaster?
Is that the
I just
About
let
the
it. Please introduce
Ah,
your role.
okay, please.
Okay, my role tonight is to be quizmaster. I have to pay more attention than I usually. And at the end of the session, I will ask you a few questions about all of the session, of the meeting.
Thank you, Cynthia. I really like this rule because it's for all of us. Good attention and be punctual on all the words that our Toastmaster and guest says today. And this is all my team. I bring back the word to Alfredo, Toastmaster of the day.
Well, since I realized that Alejandra has said punctual several times, punctual. Okay, organizing should be a journey and no a destination. So once you realize what you want to do in your life, then you have to sit down and write down, okay, when. So go to the calendar and put it there. So you put the goal probably within a month, a year, 5 years, but then you have to go back and say, okay, what's my first step? Write it down there, describe it. What am I gonna need? Money? Help? What resources I need? What do I need to do for in myself to change? And once you have all the steps, then the next thing is to execute them. So to go on with the meeting and executing something else, and the fun part actually of the meeting, let me introduce to the table topic of tonight, Angel Gutierrez, who's going to make us shake a little, but not in a bad way, in a good way, because this is our chance for us to practice our speaking vote. So Angel, what is the name of this, sorry?
Anthony? It's a lectern.
Lecture? So the lecture is all yours. Gracias.
Espero me entiendan, ¿verdad? Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be making to table topic of the session. Today we can do first Monday of September. The table topic of the May. Today we have is our first Monday, September. And in Mexico, it is the month of the homeland. So we are going to devote a very popular game here in Mexico, and for the year is a question. You know what the lottery is? Yes, popular in Mexico. I read the card from from the lottery, and we were say in the happening, we'll take a 3 card and tell his story based on 1 card out. A empezar, van a tomar 3 cartas de la lotería, contarán una historia, y bueno, no sé cómo decirlo, pero les voy a agregar una palabra mediante lo que hablamos de las historias. Se agregarán las 3 cartas, agregar, how do you say agregar? Add a 3 card, lottery, y 1 word, speech. Así que, the word punctuality. Y 1 person is Cynthia. More trick cards.
La
The
dama,
lady.
lady, la chalupa, no sé cómo se llama en inglés. And the word. ¿Cómo?
Es el cholucho.
Chalupa.
Es la muchacha.
No, la chalupa es el boat.
And what else?
Watermelon.
Watermelon.
What is it? Ah, pues sí. One part of my family lives in Mexico City. I don't really like to go there. I don't know why, but I don't like that state of Mexico. But my family likes to visit. And one of the places that I never meet is Xochimilco. That is, there are boats. But I see the pictures and I think it's a beautiful place to know. And I want to tell you 3 stories. This is the first. The second, 2 years ago, Joel made a party, and I choose to dress like the lady. And the third story, I don't know. I think. Well, one of my favorite fruits is the watermelon because my mom said when I'm in her belly, she likes to eat a lot of watermelon. And I think I'm not very punctual with these 3 parts, but these are my 3 stories.
Thank you, Cynthia. Following participation in the word is go. No. Metal.
Go.
Go.
No.
Go. Is Alejandra.
language, right? And this is the arrows. I mean, what is barrel? Barrel?
Barrel.
Thanks to God. Okay. One time I had a dream. This is a weird dream because I want to take one tuna. Is that the word for the fruit?
pear.
For the fruit?
Prickly pear. Prickly pear.
Prickly pear. For an nopal, it's nopal. Because it's too high for me, and I tried in my dream to take out with an arrow. One time I don't get it because I choose too small, and then I get one barrel. I say, I need to fill this barrel with these fruits, but I need to get out first of the barrel for each few of them. It takes a lot of time. I don't know how many rolls I do in my bed trying to figure out to fill the barrel with these fruits, and this is one of my most weird things.
Thank you, Eric. Follow one. Siguiente. Following participation. Is the word is projection. Projection. Person is well.
Projection.
Gentleman?
A dandy.
Huh?
Dandy.
Dandy?
Right? A dandy.
Yes, it is.
Brahman?
Again?
Dandy, scorpion, and the brave man. And the other word is projection. Several years ago, I was in a projection, and I went it very punctual because the movie is about to start. There was a dandy man in the door getting the tickets, so I forgot my ticket. And I said to the gentleman, I just bought a ticket, but I forgot it. Please let me in. The function is about to start. And he said, no tickets, no enter. And I figured out to dress myself like a dandy. Just like a beautiful suit, beautiful, expensive suit. Just go again to the gentleman and say, oh, sorry about to be late. The function is about to start. Just please, could you let me in? Of course, you can in. And I learned something about that. People treat you like as you dress. If you dress like this, with sport shoes and with jeans, people will treat you like a normal person, normal citizen. But if you dress like this gentleman, they will treat you like this. So we have to be brave in order to get what we want. We don't have to be afraid to dress like we want to dress.
Next participation. And the word is organization is drum.
Organization.
Yes.
Three.
Okay, so my three are La Arena, which is the spider. Right? El gorito, which is a kind of hat, right?
Gorrito.
So, spider and a hat. Okay, and who's the third one? El borracho. Okay. The drunk. So now I got three. So I'm supposed to make a story with these three, right? Okay, so what are my thoughts here? What could I do? I could say so should the drunk wear the hat? Or should the spider wear the hat? Right? I can put the hat on either one. And then I could actually say that the spider was drunk. He's actually la arena is el borracho. Es un arena borracho, or something like this. So, or the borracho saw the spider, and oh, there's also a hat over here, more of a sombrero, right? So, gosh, how am I gonna put all these? Oh, and they have numbers too, right? So you're supposed to, can you use the numbers in the story?
Yeah.
So is that, okay, so the spider is usually considered unlucky, and I also have 13. So can I put those? So I have all these ideas, but I can't put them together. So what am I gonna do? Okay. So once there was a drunk, and he was, doing the usual stuff, hanging out, drinking his bottle of blue whiskey, which is, it's blue, okay? And he threw his hat on the sidewalk. And meanwhile, he picked up a different hat, which was a woman's hat later. So now, because this is more what we would call a bonnet, right? In the States, but this is the Spanish word for just a regular hat, right? Gorrito is that. Just anybody's hat is a gorrito. So he picks up the woman's hat. Now, when the spider saw this, he was very confused because the drunk was now wearing the woman's hat. And the woman's hat is number 13. So that's very unlucky. So the drunk, first he's drunk, he's out in public, and he, something bad is going to happen. So the end of the story is the spider bites him. And that's it, he's finished.
Next participation word is life. Life. Participation is Sophie.
Life. Here is a heart. It's supposed to be, what's it called?
Flower pot?
A pot and a tree. Okay. When the tree was young, living person, when the tree was young, thrive, get better and better, and thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. And, next word is responsibility. Participation. Nora.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, great. Right. The word is responsibility. Okay, the third, the three palm, and the stick. Stairs. Okay. Close your eyes, give me a three card. People, members, guests, invite of the day. My responsibility in my punctual life is always good food for my stomach and my baby. I like the fruit pear. When I need a STEAM, mother, professional, and the next level in the Toastmaster for pathway. But sometimes I need the flexibility, a similar palm, because I don't have palm, but I can touch. Sometimes I have the very good team today. I need responsibility for punctual today. And I invite my beautiful group. This exercise is excellent for this table topic because it's near with the team. I'm here with my responsibility with my partner.
Thank you. Excellent. Next word is team. Team. Correct.
Team.
Yes. Y participant is Maureen.
Oh, all three at once. El sol, or the sun, el cantarito, or the jug, and la garza. I love this game. I think this is so clever of Angel to come up with this. It's a great way to learn about teamwork and team responsibility. As a child, I would only play loteria when we would go to Matehuala in San Luis Potosí, which is where my mother was born. And we would sit out in the sun, and sometimes we would get so hot that we would go in, and there was a jug of water, and it was a long time ago. The filter was a big jug that sat on a rock, and then the cool water came out, and we would go and fetch the cool water and drink that while we were playing there at the Hotel de Matehuala, which was one of my grandmother's friends there, and we would have a really great time learning about being a team. because we had to work together to get the water out of the jug and not spill it and not get in trouble. There were no garzas or this is what bird is this? It's a swan or an egret or it's a bird that we have in front of our house. Matehuala is in the middle of the desert, but we joke about the government putting a beachfront there, so there will be garzas the next time that I go. We will see about that. Garza is a heron. Yes, there are herons here, so I had to wait until I came to live in paradise in Ajijic to get to know herons. There's a beautiful heron out in front of my house often when I walk on the Malecon. Punctually, I go out to work, to walk on the Malecon whenever I feel like it. That's the story, and I'm sticking with it.
Next, the word difficulty, the oftentimes, how do you say, is communication, the word. Participation is can.
Communication. Well, hello, Toastmasters. We're getting some good communication going here. We're all getting practice. I got a hand, a crown, and a heart. Feel like I'm like the king saying, "Hey, play that harp. Play me a song." And the crown represents a powerful guy, a whole bunch of his kingdom, and he wants everybody to come to him and play the music and do the hands and do all the work for him. And the communication with his people are y'all get to work, and the king, as he goes to bed at night, all these people they don't like him because he's a bad guy. So they have their communication and say, "Let's get this guy when he goes to sleep." And king can't sleep very good, and he puts up his hands. "I can't sleep very good. All these people are trying to kill me." And then somebody says, "Well, don't be so mean to them, and they'll be more nicer to you." So the next day, the king, he started being nice to all the people, and then they all started loving their king, and they all lived happily ever after.
Next word is suceso.
Successful? Success.
Next.
Success. Succeed. Success.
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 Success. Excellent. Next word is you like to participate, Lerka?
¡Bravo! ¡Sí
in English?
Frying pan?
Frying.
Pan.
What
This
is it?
is a special one. This
Oh,
is Mexican
cool.
pan.
Kettle.
Star and the drum. I don't know. So, in order to have success in life, you have to be a star in your mind. You have to believe you are a star, and then everything will be easier. I like to dance, and I like when they play trumpets. In every kind of music, this instrument gives really good rhythm. So I can be successful in dancing if I feel motivated by these kind of instruments. And I don't know how to put this together on this. But after I dance, I get hungry, and then I can go home and cook fried pork here, even though I don't eat pork, but this is the way Mexicans do fried pork. This is called chicharrones.
Chicharrones.
That's my story.
Yes. Next word is order. Order. Participation is Alfredo.
Okay. The skull. Death.
Oh.
And the mermaid.
Scalded death.
So, the other day, I came to work. For those who don't know me, I work here at LCS. And I was a little hot, so I went out of the grounds to the lake, and there was a little mermaid sitting over there. Actually, I have a picture. I will bring it next session. I will write the picture. And no, this is true. And so I saw her just sitting there, and she was worried because she said that many people were pouring the sewage water into the lake, and that was causing death to all the living in the lake. But she also had some hope because she said that she dreamt of a skull, and the skull told her, "Oh, don't worry. There is a cycle. You are born, you live, and you will die. But once you die, you will transform into something else, so the cycle begins." And I don't know if you have heard the new news about the new telescope, talking about other telescope, the James Webb telescope, who's taking awesome pictures of outside the universe. And there are now some science men having doubts about the Big Bang theory. So that will make a big difference in the order of things. So who knows that probably in those other galaxies or worlds, the cycles are different, and probably they don't know this, but they may know about this. I see this as hope.
Thank you, Fred. Next word. Excellent. Yeah, yes, excellent. Is Marisa.
Everyone has here excellency work once in a life, at least. Most in cities, in big cities. We have in a rush. boat. Boat, no, green bota, boot, green boot. But you know what? Sometimes we prefer happiness, like a musician. There is a lot of party there. You don't need to be well dressed in order to dance, right? You don't need to be like the excellent movement to dance in the party. So, yes, in order to be like a fish in a river, you need to ask yourself, what is your excellence level? I'm fighting a little bit with that concept. Because all of us, we are different. We think different. We like different things. We want different things. So how we need to be excellent in the same way? It's not always like that. You need to ask yourself, what is an excellent concept for you? To live, to think, to do, or to be? What really wants to be, it doesn't matter if you are not excellent in the concept of everyone. That's the little thing that makes difference in the coaching and the training. Because if we are not that good as they say we have to do, then we don't love ourselves. Maybe we are in the ways that judge ourselves in order to not recognize that excellence of others in myself. And that's the truth. Find out the concept of excellence, your own concept of excellence. Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. My participation ends here. Thank you very much for bringing me from. Yes. And experience your creativity and remembering three very popular games in Mexico. And that this is for National Month, Mes Patrio. It was the word table topic. Toastmasters.
Bravo! Bravo!
Good job.
So, congratulations everybody, because first, using your imagination with things that may not seem connected. And for those who don't speak whose English is not the first language, oh my God, wasn't it difficult? But I love this type of exercises because they make your brain work. And also, I know that our members who speak English or whose English is the first language, I know that you also struggle with our accent and with our way of pronunciation, but be patient. We will get better. We will get better in your beautiful language. Okay, so I was saying before, remember please to vote. Write down your vote, who goes for the first, second, or third place. And for basics, Joel, can you help me with this? Who are the basics?
Basics. Ale.
Alejandra, Sofia,
Sofía.
Okay. No, John.
John,
And that's it.
and Alfredo. And the advanced ones are Maureen, Joel, Nora, Cynthia,
Okay.
Ken, and
Marisa.
Marisa, and Andrew. And Erika counts as a basic. Muy bien.
Again.
So once you have your votes, your ballots, please pass them to Nora so she can count, and we can know what places we earned. Okay. So I was saying before that once you decide what to do and once you make a plan on your calendar and know what resources you need, the experts say that to get organized in life and to achieve your goals, you need to make it public. Tell it to someone you trust, tell it to someone that will push you towards your goal. Otherwise, you will say, no, today I'm not going to wake up early to go to the gym, maybe tomorrow. And that tomorrow will repeat every day. But if you have someone with you that can support you, say, no, wake up, it's time, I'll meet you there, then it will be easier for you to achieve your goals. Muy bien, and okay. And now let's go to the part where we learn how we live. And I ask you to have your minds open, because what we're going to hear now are recommendations to be better in our next participation. So let me pass the voice to Alejandra Orquel, who is our general evaluator, to start the results of the evaluation.
Thank you for the introduction, Alfredo. For my evaluation of today, I will first asking first to my team, and then I say my final evaluation about the team. Please, Cynthia, or both countries, you need time?
No.
Is it okay? Okay,
Thank
I'm
you
sorry.
for you.
I'm sorry. Because your report.
Thank you. Joel, you say 3 times so and repeat some words. Erika, your favorite crushes was so and 3 arms. Alfredo, you said 2 3 and 4 arms, 2 that and 2 so. Alejandra, you said 1 up, many times and arms 1 and 1 time. Marisa, you said 4 times so, 2 times arms, and 1 time and you make a few times pauses?
Long pauses.
Long pauses. Yeah. Nora, you said 2 times and. Where is it? Angel, you said. Where is Angel? Angel is not here. For me, I say many times and longer words. John, yeah, your favorite crutch is so. You
So.
said many times so, and 1 time and. Sophie, you said 1 time and you said some words longer words. Marine, I can't hear crutches. And Ken, you said to us many times and, many times 2 times so, and repeat some words.
Thank you, Cynthia. Everyone says when you come to Toastmasters, you will lead all these outcomes. Sometimes when we are no native language, like the English sessions, we come with these outcomes because we try to figure out how we say this in English, and then that's the time that we use these crunches. But the next one is the grammarian, and she is the person that will help us to be to have a better vocabulary.
Better vocabulary.
And please, Maureen, could you tell us about your report?
Thank you, Everyone's use of English is improving. Alfredo, I didn't catch anything that you said it was off balance. Except that was kind of, I don't know what you would call it, to say punctual, 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 punctual 5 times. They got the ball rolling, so more people used the word of the day than usual. When, there's something, we left out the position to, explain to us. And it's really probably better to say tell us. Tell us why you came. Explain is como, explícanos. It's very accusatory, whereas tell us who invited you. And you may want to say, please stand at your chair and say your name and who invited you. Because when someone introduces themselves, it's too soon to ask someone to go up front. That's my experience. And also learn to control our nervousness. Instead of handle it has a different connotation. It's more physical. And when you said projection, you were in that movie or cinema, no? You said I went to the projection. And in English, we never call a movie a projection. And traje is pronounced suit. Suit, and not sweet. This is a little secret. And treat. To treat someone is not trot. You said it a little differently. Alejandra, at the beginning of explain, you said explain. Explain. And you said put attention, and it's pay attention. Pay attention. Take it out. You would really want to maybe say knock it down. Gosh, I can't read my writing in the But you used the word of the day 3 or 4 times. Bravo! Yeah. And Cynthia, when you said one part of my family lives in Mexico City, it's really better part of my family or some members of my family live in Mexico City. And instead of Joel made a party, it's gave a party. Gave a party. And when someone stretches out a word, draw out the words. Draw out the words.
How do you spell that?
D-R-A-W, draw
Oh,
out. Draw out or extend. Marisa, instead of saying green color, the timekeeper could say green light, yellow light, red light. I think you said laugh is important. You might want to say to laugh is important, or the noun laughter is important. The word heard is escuché, the past tense, is pronounced heard. It's spelled H-E-A-R-D, but pronounced H-U-R-D. Heard. English is so wonderful. Something you said about not excellent in other people's eyes or standards. That's a modismo. Concept of excellence. You were saying something or other. It's concept of excellence. And today is the first Monday of September. You just said first Monday of September. And when we pass control of the lectern, we say pass control of the session. And that's in Spanish we say pasar la palabra, o cedo la palabra, but in English it's I pass control of the session to Sophia. A tree is not a he or a she, it's an it in English. And you know that. En Nora, una pera se pronuncia pear in English. And the escaleras in English is a ladder, and not steps. It's the same word.
And not stairs.
And not steps. Steps are
Stairs.
It's not stairs, it's not steps. What's on the card is a ladder. Which means in Spanish it's escalera. once, and Cynthia used it once. Oh, and Ken, fellow Texans, we always say, I just sleep really good, but that's not correct English. You want to say slept very well. And you may want to find a nicer word than guy, because you use the word guy several times, and you might want to say the king, the gentleman, the man, anything. You can use guy once, but I think you used it like 4 or 5 times. And instead of saying be more nice, say be nicer. Your Texan's coming out. And you did not use the word there. Okay. Yeah, so go about it.
Thank you.
Pass control of the session back to my home. Oh, you did great.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Marie, for all these comments. For we improve our language, second language, I hope, for everyone. The next one on my team is Marisa Urrutia. Could you tell us about the times today?
Yes, sir. The instructions here says, prepare an explanation of your duties, emphasizing timing rules. And I forgot to do it. I explained about the 30 seconds rule, but I didn't explain that it's very important to us to recognize that the time counting starts to work when you make your first expression of communication, even if you say while you are walking. That's a very important thing because it's a very important rule for the contest. So next time I did that, like I follow the rule, even though I didn't explain the explanation. So, Cynthia, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Because you start to talk before you start to talk. Right?
Okay.
Alejandra, 1 minute and 58. Applausos. 2 minutes and 22. John, 2 minutes and 48. Sophia, 1 minute and 10. Nora, 2 minutes and 14. Maureen, 2 minutes and 05. Ken, 1 minute and 57, which is great. Erika, 1 minute and 15, which is very good. Thanks for saying yes to the experience of Toastmasters. Alfredo, 2 minutes and 01. So the best time it was for Alfredo. Cynthia, in the evaluation roles, which is 3 minutes, you make 2 minutes and 20. And Marine, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy the explanations of Marine, so that's the time. And my explanation has taken exactly 2 minutes.
Very punctual.
Very good. Yes.
Okay, before we know about the winners of the night, let me tell to you about the comments that I have for the meeting of today. Actually, I really like this word because I practice this activity, or how you say, skill. I practice this skill because I really like and love the time of each person. And for today, some of the members doesn't come on time. Please take your time for be able to be here maybe 15 minutes before the start the meeting, because sometimes we need to fill roles that you request a few days ago. Please make time on your agenda. 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. of each Monday. Please don't do anything else than you be able to be on Toastmaster, please. And if you have any issue when you are coming to Toastmaster, please let us know on our WhatsApp message. I'm coming, I'm on my way, I am in the traffic or something, just for let us know you are coming, and we know you'll be here for maybe wait 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Just remember, everyone has a life and everyone has time, and the time is too precious it's attention for everyone. Please bring the attention of everyone. That's the reason I really like this word, because I really like to be on time for everyone. And for this session, I really like, because it was more relaxed for everyone. I think everyone enjoyed it, no? Because it's something different, like for all the brains cells that we have before in another meetings, because I need to say something. Sometimes you don't have idea what you say. And this dynamic of Angel bring to you 3 words and you do a thing that you imagine on less than 30 seconds, because you have time and you say 3 words, blow mind. Sometimes, and I really like this session for this, because we use the imagination and the creativity for use these 3 cards for just 2 minutes. This is amazing, because our brain is having fun. And this is the thing I really like for these table topics. And the theme of today was organize your lives. I really like how Alfredo introduced us to today's day, and I really like how you put each participation. Oh my gosh! Each time that you say, "Oh, we improve these skills on your lives," and that's the thing for Toastmaster, because Toastmaster is a full development of persons, of speakers, because it's not just who you speak to everyone, the voice, volume, tone, and everything, but it's also all this stuff make us a better Toastmaster. And I really like how everyone pay attention for all the speech. I really like to see everyone has fun on each table topics of everyone.
Yes.
I really like how they was paying attention, because the next one gonna be the quiz master. And just I see it, I think, with the timer. I don't know if it was a mistake or it was for the rules that you said before. But sometimes I see you have already the green light once they started to speak. I don't know if it was a mistake or it was.
Yeah, I was trying to, a long time I haven't been timer, and in order to turn it off, it turns on in the last slide.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing with that in order to understand what was going on.
Okay, so just because sometimes I see few of the speakers has the green line and they say,
Yeah.
I don't know if they have rush on their speaks, and sometimes tends to be confusion for maybe for our guests or for all the members, because you know about the times on each one. That's the reason we explain the role when we
Yeah,
start.
I should turn to other side the light while I was playing. I mean, trying to understand how does it work.
No, it's a part of the work of the role of being a timekeeper. Just a little note for today. Please, again, turn off the sound of your phones, please. Bring the attention and bring the special time for everyone. If you have any other person that they call to you, please tell to them
please, 7 p.m. to 8:30. I don't be available. Send me a message and I reply you before. After that. Just for be okay and don't distract everyone or each speaker, please. Oh, and I pass the word, the power of the voice, to the Toastmaster of the day.
Okay, so, okay, it's getting late, so I'm gonna pass the word to the quiz master. If you.
Oh,
I'm great. This session, for me, is the most difficult session that I ever had because I have two roles and in on both of these I have to pay a lot of attention and my head is I don't know what it is. I have to write in Spanish and then translate the questions and it's a word. I would like.
I would have liked to make more questions, but it was interesting what you shared with us, and I forgot that I have to write. I only have 4. The first one. In Erica's participation, she said to be successful, what you need to have in your head. to be the star.
Yes. The next. What did Joel need to do to be treated differently? Whereas, yes.
aplausos.
The third, in Marine's story, she told us about a place where there was not water. What is the name? Wait. What is the name of the city? Erika.
Matehuala, San Luis Potosí.
And the last, I don't know is it correct, but I forgot. Alfredo shared with us how to improve our organization. Do you remember what are these steps to improve? Some, I really know, this one you.
We set a goal.
Yes, one.
Set a date.
Have organized the steps.
Yes.
Set a date. Una fecha para una fecha.
Oh, yes. And the others,
Describe it.
yeah, or share with others. And, well, almost the same. Yeah, and that's all.
Three minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Very good time.
Okay, the last phrase I want to share with you tonight is, listen to this. As I explain, this is what you should do to get organized, but there's one more thing that most of us forget, especially we Mexicans. Deciding what not to do is as important as deciding what to do. That was said by Steve Jobs. Because we tend to say yes to everything, and at the end we are drowning ourselves with a lot of stuff and we don't accomplish anything, and then we prefer to procrastinate. And our brain is awesome in procrastination. It's natural to it. Muy bien. So let me tell you, or let me share with you the table topics winners of the night. So for basic, we have third place, myself. Second place, John. First place, Alejandro. For advanced, we have, how do you say empate? Of three. Tie. We have a tie of three.
A three-way tie.
Three-way tie. Three-way tie. Thank you. Joel, Cynthia, and Marisa.
Oh.
Second place, Nora.
To practice times? Yes.
No, the Toastmaster of the day is the one that brings the prize.
Yes.
Me parece muy bien.
Next
I
time.
will bring it. Double. And first place, Maureen.
Ah, cielos.
Sin azúcar, por favor.
Último todo.
Happy
No se
birthday.
estén
Ándale, no, ok.
Ahora ese te puede ayudar. Se tiene que cuidar de sin azúcar.
Muy bien. Okay, so thank you very much for the opportunity to be a Toastmaster. The truth is that when I practice this and prepare it, I like myself doing it, but tonight I was like, but it was a good challenge, especially with the language. I really have to say, thinking in a different language and trying to be creative, oh my goodness, it's a challenge. It's an amazing challenge. It makes you grow. So congratulations to everybody. And let me pass let me pass control back to our president, Joel Morando.
Thank you, Alfred, for a great Toastmaster. Before we end the meeting, I would like to ask Erika, what do you think about this meeting? Please stand up, play. Chapala.
Well, I feel very comfortable with everybody. I feel good vibes, good energy. I like to take notes because I'm learning about all of the mistakes everybody is watching about others, and I want to learn, so I like to learn mostly on this topic.
Okay, good. Thank you.
PPF membership, be aware of Erika.
Thank you. Erika, if you want to join us, please tell Angel or me or Cynthia or anyone so we can provide information.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Well, before we end the meeting, do you have the rules or do anybody want to take a role for the next meeting in Spanish?
Yo de eso.
Okay, speech. Toastmaster Day. Vale, muy bien. Otro discurso para mí. Speech.
Speech. Oh, yeah.
Evaluador general, General Evaluator, Spanish. Bien. And Toastmaster Day. Digo, 10 topics, master. Okay. Okay, bien. Okay. Y apúntame como Joke Master.
Nos falta el Quizmaster.
Quiz Master.
Sofía.
Nora. Nora Quiz Master.
Empújate, ándale, ¿qué vas a creer?
No te vas a meter. Sí.
De una vez, como evaluador final, requiero de equipo. ¿Quién quiere ser timer?
Okay.
Yo estaré por confirmar mi asistencia a la próxima.
Ok. ¿Vas a ser Quizmaster y timer? Ok, muy bien. Nora.
Nora.
Y entonces, ¿quién quiere ser gramatical? Evaluadora gramatical en español.
Yo quiero, pero no vengo el lunes. Voy a dejar listo, pero me voy a las 4:30.
Ah, muy bien. Entonces,
Faltan algunos miembros en.
Marisela, muy bien, gramatical
Sí.
Marisela. Y el, ¿qué más? Contador de votos.
Y el counter.
Contador de votos. Ok, muy bien, John. Y muletillas, crutches, crush counters. ¿Quién más falta?
Bueno, los que no sé si vengan.
Elda, muy bien.
Ok.
¿Elda qué?
Les da boletines. Bien, excelente.
Tenemos agenda llena, ¿verdad? Con un discurso.
Dos discursos, espacio para uno más. Ale, remember you are in charge to select the topic of the day for the next week, right? So please let us know in anticipation. So we can prepare the table topics and the word of the day. Okay. I would like to pass the floor to Angel. He's not expected, but I would like to pass the floor because he's going to live in another city for work.
Toastmasters New Club.
Grew up in a new club. So quisiera pasarte la palabra, Ángel, para que des unas, no despedida porque va a estar bien cada mes. He will return every month, but I would like to pass the floor to tell us some words. Un minuto, por favor.
No.
30 segundos. Gracias. Bueno, no es que es una despedida de escuela, es un muy paulatinamente estaré aquí cada mes. Sí renovaré mi membresía. Así que pues me encantaría yo continuar con mi padre. Pues por cuestiones de trabajo con Joel, me voy a Ciudad Guzmán a vivir para reforzar pues el trabajo que se está haciendo. Y pues por cuestiones de distancia, por tiempo, pues es muy complicado yo poder venir cada 8 días o este tipo de cosas. Entonces, mi planeación que tengo a proyección también es venir cada mes aquí. Así que cada mes me encantaría pues poder tener la oportunidad de tener un rol o si se puede un discurso y pues hoy es un discurso para continuar con mi padre, porque de verdad esto me ha ayudado mucho, Toastmasters, a poder fortalecer mi comunicación, que es cuestión de, Joel bien lo sabe, que es cuestión de lo que estamos haciendo, es mucha comunicación, poder vender, poder comunicar el mensaje, la actividad o el servicio que se está logrando, tenerlo muy planteado. Liderazgo, me ha ayudado mucho para organizar porque de repente tenemos equipos, cómo motivarlos, cómo continuar con nosotros, cómo poder llegar a una meta que se sientan parte de lo que estamos haciendo, como nosotros ahorita que nos sentimos parte de Toastmasters, y eso me da mucha fortaleza y me da mucha fuerza para continuar. Y así que cada uno, pues he aprendido mucho de ustedes, de cuestiones no lo digo, pero que he aprendido de Toastmasters y en la sesión y en el club, que desde que yo entré me gusta mucho observar cada participación de cada socio. Eso para mí, porque digo, mira, me encanta cómo haces tú, mira, me gusta cómo hace su equipo, y de repente piensas a construir tú, no a lo mejor no tu personalidad, pero sí parte de, porque de ahí formas tu criterio para llegar a comunicar, para llegar a tener un buen liderazgo. Así que pues estaré se puede decir que no es la despedida, pero sí me gustaría continuar en el club. En estas semanas renuevo mi membresía y cada mes estaría aquí con ustedes. Muchas gracias.
For,
¿Me permite?
sí.
Hay una canción en inglés. When you're down and trouble, when you need some love and care, and nothing is right again. Close your eyes and think of us. As famous it.
Thank you all of you for attending this meeting. And sorry. 8 with 38 minutes, I plus